about me, I love all things spooky, so I'm one of those people, and I'm really excited about Halloween coming up, and I like to keep that kind of going all year round, but I especially wanted to work it into my poetry tonight a little bit. So my first poem is called Ghost Towns. I light a candle for the people I leave behind, who pass through me on dust-covered streets and pretend they never knew my name. For empty cradles of my youth that still rock at night by mother's third hand who clings to childhood. For beds and people I've outgrown, clothes and towns I no longer fit in, but follow me through photo albums dug up on cold nights when souls need memories to cling to. For lips that have kissed mine before yours, that tasted sweeter to hide the poison, but didn't lock together as softly. For those I have loved, gone too soon, they are still with me, have attached themselves to the odd trinkets I kept, the length of my piano fingers. Flick my finger through the flame, it does not burn me. Can put it out with a finger lick, but the smoke still rises. The must of insecurity and fear lingers nostalgic under my nose. They cling to it like it belongs to them, cloaked as unfinished business. If I do not let go, I will be lost in time, afraid of moving on for fear of what is on the other side. Headed towards a white light from a "you are now leaving" sign, I leave my former body in ghost towns and lay flowers in my mind to remember but no longer be consumed by places that used to breathe. And this next poem is called Leaving the Skin. Sometimes I leave my skin outside to rub against tree bark and dewy grass, when my clothes are under covers, but my mind is on the run. Sometimes I reach down my shirt and touch skin moistened with heat, knowing comfort would come if every inch of precious body could heal under sunlight. Most times I am a coward, letting masks and cloths speak for me, with eyes burning and skin stretching in opposite directions, to melt alone in company, or exile in my company alone. Sometimes I embrace this skin, a slip of strangeness I am most proud of, then mend the guilt with the stitching in my jeans and lay it back outside. And a little while ago, there was a new moon, and I love the moon, and I just felt a need to write a poem about it because I've been going through kind of a period of accepting change and going through changes, so this poem is called New Moon Rising. The new moon rose, and there was nothing to howl at, but the invisible feeling that things have come full circle, that I am whole again, that everything is bright as before, that we are the same people when morning colors blush, with no sunken craters in our skin, filling up with reflective milk, thickening every time we deny ourselves change. Those times you begin to look like you did the night we lost the stars and thought the world was ending. The new moon brings beginnings, but does not erase the tales of fallen stars, which is answered and burned, because we forget the warmest places are solitude blue, are void and white. The moon keeps our secrets better than we do, only echoes of light to reveal midnight thoughts. But it loses its romance when tempting shadows have no lunar light to shift the spotlight onto our darkest hours. Without the moon, we are left to question where our light has gone and if it will come back. When we have no face to wink at in that bruised sky, to follow home when we are lost in darkness and need reminding the sun isn't the only skylight. There is beauty in darkness. It teaches us we can be the light, that while the moon is a friend, it is not our master. So when you howl, you know it is a call of love, not for help, a nod, not a salute. Oh, how the moonlight would have gleamed off our eyes and smile, shining like a facial flashlight had it been present for our rebirth. Hope is a crescent sliver in wax that fills up again in its own time, silently expanding until our soul is circular once more. This next poem is a sonnet, and I never thought I was going to be a sonnet person, but I gave it a shot, and I kind of liked them, so this is called Clipping the Roses. If roses grew like lies off of my tongue, their thorns would pierce my lips and then draw blood, which I would swallow just to keep me young, but though I'd try, I'd never taste its bud. Their tips would spread until they've come undone, brush up against these burning cheeks of red. Their softened petals I'd pluck one by one, let lay with words and wilt in the same bed. The stems would twist my words till I can't breathe, so no more lies could blossom from within. Down my throat I've already planted seeds, but truth is the hedge clipper of my sins. So while the beauty stills, it withers too, so I'll clip the roses to grow them anew. And this last poem, I've read once before. It was one of the first poems that I read the couple of times that I first came to Word Church, back at the other location. So now you said it's kind of like an anniversary. I thought I would bring it here and kind of give it another spin. So this one's called Fetal. Fetal was the position, sucker punch and all is free, to grow the limbs that hold you back, weeping tears down willow trees. Bigger than myself, a balloon with hot air chilled and then popped. Purple lips and cold breath long to taste life's boiling broth. Circular and smooth, it stirs the insides, tickles the hairs on bare skin, bubbles over when I'm not looking, scares me a little bit. We all like to step out as if without a scratch, leave the markings in the past, even when they make such pretty pictures. But I am always born naked, blanketed in mire that someone else sheds, a body to keep dry when it longs for moisture, not the cavern that cradled, but the chance to drown on land, only to find it can swim, cover itself in dirt, with eyes that do not see filth where darkened, do not pick at flawed skin, have no want to wash away the stain, no sloshing through yesterday's waters, drinking in words that leave me thirsty. First steps may stumble, tread back into puddles, but dipped toes dance once wet. So each step forward makes a wave in a new ocean of faces. To kiss on the lips and slap on the ass, we are such babies, dirt-covered bundles that long to be beautifully exposed. That's all I got.